Hey, Alba.
How you doing?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Good. I was just changing some things on my Capstone backend so it's not crashing. That way I could just deploy it and then we could make everything tomorrow. We could fix it tomorrow so everything's working.
Right, right. Yep, exactly. Yep. Thank you. That's where ideally people are today, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I had done like another drop down thing, which was to select and I didn't completely do it completely. I think there was something missing. That's why it was crashing. So I
Hmm.
just everything out and took it out. Just so the back end is not crashing at all. It's good. And
Perfect.
everything's good in the front end. Nothing's crashing in the front end. That way I could just at least deploy it. And then tomorrow we could figure out what I need to work on.
Perfect. Hey, everybody. This is this is my favorite class. This is the Deployalooza, similar to the last one we did. I love this so much because it's just like there's actual tangible outcomes from this as opposed to what we've been doing, which is slowly chipping away at this. I'm very, very excited for class. Very, very excited for class. Also, I have a full jug of pop, so I don't look tired and stressed. I have a full jug of pop and plenty of water. Do New Yorkers call it pop? Certainly don't call it Coke.
Soda.
Pop. Yeah.
Soda.
I think in Rochester they might still call it pop.
Yeah, is it in the South they call it Coke? All sodas?
Also,
And you say, what kind of Coke? Sprite.
all right. So I'm not going to wait too much. But I am going to kick this off with, do we have any questions before we jump into Diplomaluza? Does anybody have any pressing questions or concerns before we get started?
I didn't get a chance to look at the outline for tonight. What is our plan?
So we're going to go one by one down the row, leaving nothing but working capstones in our wake.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Nate,
And-
before we start, can I do a quick reminder?
Yes,
Math
please.
class week, just to remind the class that next week for Career Week, you're in person at the Keenan Center at Lemoyne. Okay. And I'll post that in chat just in case folks didn't hear or what have you. Okay. Sorry, Nate.
Reminders, office hours at 10 on Saturday. Come hang out. If you got nothing better to do, come hang out. If you got better things to do, I don't blame you. Don't come. It's just me. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with people that are ready to go, that feel ready to go. In fact, I'm going to pick on Alba first.
I know she's
While
good.
while I'm doing this, what I want everybody else to do is two things. First and foremost, make sure that you have some front-end code. Find out where your front-end code for your capstone is. Starting with today, forget the blog. We're done with the blog. We've done everything that we can with the blog. I've taught you everything that I know about deploying the blog. We're switching completely to capstones now. So we're switching completely to capstone. So while I'm working with folks, two things: make sure that you have some front end code for your capstone. I asked folks last night at the beginning of class, yesterday. I asked everybody, do you have a capstone front end? And I think I saw everybody's hand get raised. So all I'm asking you to do is just make sure you know where that code is, so that when I get to you, we can quickly upload it to S3, and we can quickly have the capstone front end deployed. So that's number one. The second thing that I need everybody to do while I'm working with folks is go and find your backend. Try to get it running for your capstone backend. Try to get it running. If you don't have the database working, not a big deal. Just try to understand what state your backend is in. If it's crashing because something's broken, cool. When I get to you, then that will give me, you'll know where about things might be broken, and I can help you quickly either fix it or disable whatever it is so we can get the deploy going. Does that make sense? Okay. Before we jump in, Alba, I just want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. I might ask folks to give me permissions to log into their console so I don't have to do everything over the screen, especially if we get into a situation where we're not able to figure out exactly what's wrong. I might ask some people to invite me to their project like we did at the beginning of this. All right, Latonia, I'm going to need your help. I'm going to kind of need to call an audible here. I need you to help me track time. I'm sorry for dumping this on you last minute. I was going to try to do this myself, but so I need you to keep I need you to figure out how many people we have here and try to time box me to roughly the same amount of time for folks. Do you mind doing that?
No, not at all. For some reason, my Zoom was just stuck. I can't get to my other screen, but I can do that. So you want me to take a certain amount of class time and divide that up by the number of people in class? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. If you could also just give me a warning, like maybe a 3-minute or a 2-minute or something warning,
okay,
that would help me tremendously.
Okay. And then is this for the full length of class, or like how much time are we breaking this up over?
This is all class. I mean, okay. I don't really have anything else to talk about.
All right, now I'm gonna mute myself while I get my other screen up, and then I can do that real quick.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get started, Alba. So for front-end code, let's get your Capstone front-end deployed. So have you run an npm run build here recently? npm run build.
Run build.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Other folks that want to follow along and do this will save us time. And then
did I have to delete the modules?
No. Just need to run npm run build to make sure that your code is up to date. Other folks that want to do this along with us, it's going to save us time, and we'll be able to spend more time on the back end. So feel free to follow along with us. Or if you've already done this, feel free to offer suggestions or tips on the next step. Okay, so we've got the build done, right? Mm-hmm. So go and show me the Capstone React front end. You're here already, great. Take everything in the build, yep. We need to clear out this bucket. It's got all old blog front end, right? Mm-hmm. So you should be able to just click that one check mark. Yeah, exactly. And then delete. It'll ask you to type in a thing. Let's scroll down. Yep, permanently delete. You gotta copy and paste that in. It's probably the easiest. Permanently delete. Type that in the box down below. In this box, scroll down. In this box right here, type permanently delete. We're deleting the old blog front end files. There we go. All done. Back to the main page. You can get to it by clicking here too. That will take you to the front page of the bucket. Cool. All right, let's upload. So you can click on, yep, and then open that Finder window where you had all of the build files. Perfect. Drag all that in there. All right, scroll down the bottom, upload. Excellent. While this is uploading, other folks watching, what is the next step after we upload to S3? Does anybody remember? So we upload to S3, right? But we're missing one other piece of technology here. There's 3 pieces of technology we covered this week. S3, Elastic Beanstalk,
CloudFront.
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 Right. So we need to tell CloudFront, okay, we've got new files in S3, go distribute it across the entire CDN, across all of the data centers. And to do that, yep, click into that distribution. To do that, we're going to tell CloudFront, create an invalidation. Remember, it's this tab here to refresh your CloudFront. And then the easiest way, instead of creating an invalidation, is just to select one of the old ones you did. Click the copy to new, yep. And then just hit create, yep, it's already pre-filled. So I saved you the typing a /*. I don't know if that was quicker, right? What, did you have to do 2 more mouse clicks? Okay, front end, done. We just need to let this sit and let CloudFront do its thing. Let's do the back end. So back end, yes, Beanstalk, you're already ahead of me. Yep. Back end, click in, yep. We're going to eventually hit that upload and deploy, but back end, excellent. Yeah, exactly. Go to Finder. You can nuke the node modules if you don't want to archive that. The top one is your front end. So if you want to close that, you can. Either one. I don't. All right. Wait a second. Hold up. We got 2 things going on here. We've got a back end.
This is another one. So we got the back end right here.
Okay.
And that's the one I just did the build on.
Okay, but notice how when you click this show in Finder here in GitHub, now we're talking about a different one. And I know it's different because the path and you also have a README in this one. Which backend?
Capstone backend.
I think you've got 2 Capstone backends, yes.
Well, the other one's a different file. Yep, the other one's a different file. This is the one that I have in my backend right here.
Okay, all right, let's do this one. Can we sanity check it though, real quick? Go up to repository, yep, up in there in the top bar. Show me VS Code. Let's take a look at, I just want to see some code for a second. All right, backend is the one over here, right?
Yep.
Okay, let's open up the code. Can anybody tell me the first thing that we're looking for with the backend code to see if it's ready to be deployed?
I gotta install the backend, the modules again because I deleted them.
Okay. While Alba's installing, does anybody know one of the items that we went through last night when we were working on the code? There are a couple things we fixed to make our log backend deployable. Does anybody remember one of the issues we worked through?
Is that the RDS password email? Is that?
Yes. Yep. So there is the connection to RDS. So let's work with what Kalai suggested first. Let's go look at DBJS and see how you're connecting to the database. Notice how here on line 10, you're instantiating that same SQLize connection. So we need that if-else statement. And I can grab that from the notes yesterday. So you need something along, well, let me just send the link, Zoom. So I pasted the link in Zoom. Remember, we need that if else so that we can pick up.
It doesn't like because I'm sharing my screen, so Zoom is not letting me get into the chat.
Gotcha. Keep your line of code. Yep, keep your line of code, but right above it on like 8 or 9. On like 8 or 9, paste the if else block. And then, yep, paste it in. And then go down to where your line of code was. Yep, on line 24. And before you delete it, make sure you save your, make sure you save that string here, this whole section, and replace that with it, right? Because your username is different. You wouldn't want to use hackup state. And then pantries is your database name. Cool. Now you can nuke line 24. Very cool. Okay, so we got the database. Thank you, Kalai. What else? We had the erase condition. The blog had it. I don't know if your app will have it. Kind of just depends, but
so local host on the server listen.
Exactly, the port, right? Let me get you the link for that. There's that link. That's going to bind to the right port. Don't look at the highlighted section I've got there for you. It starts up around line 193. Yep, 193 through 199 is what you're interested in. Take all of it. Yep. So we've got connection to RDS, the port. What about cross-origin resource sharing at the very top?
Hold on.
You got ARID. Nice. Just scroll up to the very, very top. Show us your cores section. It'll be at the very, very top. Perfect, line 18. Origin, yep, add whatever your domain is.
Can't really remember it by.
Hello, folks. This is a friendly 3-minute warning.
Okay. So let's do this, Alba. Go ahead and take that out, and let's leave a reminder for to come back in here and add that. But I just want to see the deploy and I want to see the back end go healthy, and then we can figure out what we can figure out later what to fix here.
Okay.
So let's do the back end deploy, archive this up, zip it up.
You want me to save these before I do that?
You don't have to. In the interest of time, just open up a Finder window. Yep. Go in Finder. Grab all of it.
Nuke the modules?
Yeah, sure. Yep, grab all of it. Compress. All right, let's upload. Perfect. Nice. Okay. All right, deploy. Here we go. Let's see. We did everything right. It should go green. Scroll down a little bit and let's see the progress for the deploy. So it says it's deploying the new version to instances. Once it gets to, once it says something about complete, we know it's time to go and check the logs. Deployment complete successfully. Cool. Head over to the logs. Requests. Yeah. Right. Keep going. This looks old. There we go. Wait. Scroll up. Scroll up. Scroll up. Scroll up. Keep going. This is the EB engine log. We don't care about that. Keep going. Scroll up. 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 It's at the top of this file is where the logs are. Keep going. There it is. There it is. Scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down a little bit. Right there. Right there. Right there.
It connected to DB successfully. Yeah.
Yep. Server running. Connected to DB successfully. Your backend's running.
Thank you.
Alba, here is the challenge. If you go back to the Elastic Beanstalk, click on Elastic Beanstalk here, go back to your environment. So, yep, that works. Click on that. Do you see the URL up here? It's my pointer is, yes, that right there. That is your backend URL. So you want to set that when your Capstone front end, is trying to talk to the backend, that's the URL you want to use. Does that make sense?
So I have to copy this and put it in my front end. Instead of 3001, it would go to that.
Yes, 100% yes. And then read
or just this?
Just HTTP. Yep.
Nate, that's time.
Okay, awesome. Let's come back to this if we have time and we get through everybody. All right, who's ready for to go next? Jennifer, are you ready?
Sure. I had a question that just came up for me first. The URL that you were just mentioning to Elba, would that also be the same thing as what we'd use for our APIs?
That is the exact same thing we would use for our API, correct?
Okay, cool. I thought it was maybe one and the same, just wanted to be sure.
Yep, exactly.
Cool.
Let's go ahead and let's jump into it, Jennifer.
Okay, so I already have my Capstone front end open.
Okay.
Far from perfect, but I need to run the build still, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have to do that. Just npm build.
npm run build.
Run build. Okay.
Do you want to share your screen?
Mm-hmm. So I've got that. I've got issues, but we can get it up and running. And let's see, I already have my node modules, so that should be fine.
Okay. So let's get AWS open. So we have the S3 bucket ready to drop these files into. We'll hop over to S3 in the search bar or services, either one works. Yep, there's S3 in the middle of the screen. Click on your bucket. Capstone Family Finder. Yep. And let's delete all this. So hit this check mark here to select everything.
Get rid of
Delete button.
log info.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Okay.
Scroll to the bottom in that box, type in permanently delete. Try again, but do the spelling better. Permanently.
Ently.
Nice, nice. Okay.
All right. Now I
And
need
then, yep, drop them in
and
and click on that.
go in here.
And upload. Yep. All right, so what we're going to drop in here, you can click on the add files if it's easier.
Yep.
And then documents. Oh, you tell me, where's your Capstone front end? Yeah.
Yeah.
Build folder.
Do I have to get rid of my node modules?
Nope, the build folder has everything already set up. So the problem here though is we should see more stuff in the build folder. Go back to the terminal. So there's an error here. It says animal info line 51. We need to fix this bug before we can get a working build. Go to source animal info, that file, and then scroll down to line 51. Do you mind just deleting this for right now? Or commenting it, whatever.
Is this the right?
If
No,
you highlight it and hit Command / it should do it in the right syntax. Cool.
Forget that one. Thanks for the reminder.
No, that's super weird, right? You have to escape to JavaScript in order to write a comment. That's strange.
Yeah.
Okay, fun. npm run build. Let's see. And for the rest of folks, the reason why we knew that the build didn't work successfully, okay, head back to AWS. The reason why we knew the build didn't run successfully, add files. Go back, add files, is because in the build folder, we should see a static. And it's important that we see the static because it has all of our JavaScript in there. So here, click on one of those files and then hit Command A, and that should Command A. There you go, open. Should get you everything. It looks like it didn't though, right? Because we don't see an SRC or a static. Shoot. Here, let's just do this the old-fashioned Finder way. So open up Finder, and let's just drag it into this window. You have to minimize the browser to get these two side by side. Cool.
These were the ones you wanted side by side, right?
Yep, exactly. Okay, so front end, yep. Build folder, everything in there, drag that over. I think that will do the trick. All right, upload it down to the bottom. Hit the upload.
What tells you that it's all in there? Because
Well, I see that it's correctly set the folders, and there's a total of 3 pages of stuff. So I know you got.
there
you got a lot.
is. Okay, great.
Roll down. Upload. All right, let's leave this, and then we'll do the CloudFront stuff later. Let's jump ahead to the back end. Oh, actually, that was quick. I thought you had a lot more images. That's fine. Jennifer, don't let me forget. We need to run a CloudFront invalidation for you. Otherwise, your front end stuff isn't going to show up. Do you remember how we did that with Alba just now?
I had a hard time following that.
Well, I will write it down and make sure that I follow up with you on it.
I know it's in here. Yeah, we'll do that later. So now I need to do the same thing.
Let's forget the CloudFront invalidation though. Let's go work on the back end. Take me to Elastic Beanstalk. And yep, exactly. All right, let's go look at the back end, your back end capstone code.
Okay.
Capstone backend. Okay, great. Show me some code here. Can you open this in VS Code? Keep this Finder. That's helpful. Keep the Finder.
Why did it do that? There we go. We just slide it over.
Okay. All right. So we're looking for a couple things. We're looking for the server in server.js at the very bottom. Let's make sure that you're binding to the correct port. So scroll to the very, very bottom of this file. Okay, so we need some code that will help us bind to the correct port when we're running on Elastic Beanstalk. Can you see the Slack chat, or sorry, the Zoom chat?
I can, yeah.
Okay, here is that code. I don't know if that's going to copy paste very well.
So I need to do this one first. And where do I put that? Above, below?
Replace the whole server.listed section. Paste. Oh, that copy paste code is not going to work. Let me give you an actual link and you can copy it from here. Here is a link to the port code.
I just had to do it in parts. Does that better?
That's fine. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Flip.
So we got the port done. Let's go check on the database connection. That is over in, I'm assuming, DB.js. Okay, and you got the same thing. We're still back up at the top on line 5. You're talking to a local Postgres. We need to add that if-else statement that allows us to also connect to the Postgres.
Oh, like the one we had in the front end or in the blog back from yesterday.
Exactly. And I pasted the link for the code that we worked on if you want to grab that from. Yep, exactly. That's it.
A friendly 3-minute warning.
Okay. Thank you. Grab that, come back over. Replace 5 through 7. Yep. Okay. Well, actually keep 5 around because we need it to reference your old string, but Okay. And then notice how my line 16 is different. So I'm using the hack up state. You want to replace that with your stuff here, right? Yeah, use your Postgres connection. And then instead of connecting to a blog database, which I'm assuming you're not using for your Capstone, connect to the Capstone database. All right. And then you can nuke line 5 because you don't need that old SQLized connection anymore. Excellent. All right, connected to DB successfully. Looks good. Let's zip this up and upload it.
Do I have to do the build thing again?
No, that's only for backend code, or sorry, for front end code. For backend code, remember we zip it all up into a file. So that Finder window that you have open, yep. You can destroy your node modules just to make things a little easier. But then everything in here, select it all, yep. Right click, compress. Pop open that window for Elastic Beanstalk. Upload and deploy. Choose file, yep. Take us to where that code was, documents, GitHub, yep. There it is. It's almost like you've done this once or twice before.
Hey, just maybe a few days.
All right, so let's wait and watch the events here real quick. And once we see it passes this deploying new version instances, that will be our cue to go look at the logs. If we're too early, then we waste a bunch of button presses.
Okay.
And again, to call out, this is going to be that URL that points to your API.
Mm-hmm.
As you so rightfully noticed. Okay, click on logs. Yep.
This stuff sticks somehow.
Web.standardout.log. So you're in the right place. Scroll down a little bit.
This
is all old.
Is this what we want to see here?
Nope. Keep going down. Keep going down. Keep going down. This is old. 9. Stop. Okay. Scroll up just a little bit. Relation users does not exist. Does your Capstone deal with a table called users?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what you have is the race condition from the blog in your code. So what we did yesterday, where we solved the race condition in the blog, you're going to need to solve that in your backend. I'm going to make a note to follow up with you on that. But if you want to start working on that yourself, take a look at the code that you took from. Take a look at the code that I linked that you took the port example from and the RDS. Those 2 links. That is the code that we worked on yesterday, and we solved that issue that relation users does not exist yesterday. So if you want to take a look at that, you can. Otherwise,
these last 3 links in the chat.
Yeah, specifically look at the server, or sorry, specifically look at db.js.
Okay.
Just let you know you're at time on this one.
Thank you.
Okay. Yep. Anybody want to go next? Otherwise, I'm going to get the spin the wheel out. Start picking on people.
I'll go.
All right. Oh, this is fun. This is exciting. We're deploying stuff.
Word, super fun.
Cool. Awesome. You got, I see the back. Yeah, anyways, let's go with the front first.
Yep. What? Oh, she better not. This was kind of messing me up. Is this okay? This public thing right here? Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Delete.
Oh, yeah. Does she jump? Oh my gosh. Sorry, distracted right now. And now she's crying.
Scroll down to the bottom. Permanently delete. Yeah, they really want you to type it. Okay. Click back to front page. Yep. Hit that upload. So now we have something we can drag into. Show us a Finder window.
Okay, or not, whatever. GitHub.
Capstone front end. How recent is your build folder in?
Like
have you run npm? Okay, so drag everything inside of build, not including build, but inside. Yep.
Bruh. Okay.
And upload. At the bottom. Yep.
Upload.
And same thing for you. Don't forget after this. Whoa. Okay. I was gonna say it looked like it was pretty big. All right. Don't forget after this to run that CloudFront invalidation, but let's just go ahead and jump to the back end.
Gotcha.
So let's look at code for the back end first.
Okay. It's okay. Okay. I'll just make sure I thought I messed up. What are you looking
Okay.
for?
Cool. Wait. EVDB. So you're calling the variable DB EVDB. So that means line 12 and 18. You also need to update 12, line 12 here. Notice how we're assigning the DB.
Oh, yeah. I didn't see that first.
Cool. All right. Save. Do an npm run, or sorry, an npm start. Just show me that the local CD up one directory, because I think you have to do this.
Yeah.
CD space dot dot. Oh, that works too. Yep, that works. npm start. Good to go. Nice. All right. Let's zip it up and upload it.
Okay.
Wait, we're missing one thing. The port. Do you bind to the correct port in server.js?
Yeah, should be.
Okay, and then what about the cross-origin resource sharing at the top? Nice. All right. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're ready to go.
All right. Yo, Vivian, turn that down so they don't get copyrighted.
Yeah, we're gonna get copyright striked on Zoom.
I think Max said something about that beforehand.
It's against Zoom POS.
Back end. I just compress it, right?
Just yep. Delete node modules just to save a little bandwidth.
Word.
And then this, your node modules is
I just froze. Yeesh.
okay. I was gonna say it looked like your node modules were backed up to iCloud.
Yeah, they are. It's annoying.
That's super annoying.
Yeah. But then
Okay.
when I work on my other one, it's convenient when I just pull up what I need.
No. Elastic Beanstalk.
What happened to my environment?
You're in US East 2. Switch to US East 1. Ohio in the
why am I in Ohio? What the heck?
yeah. Switch to US East 1. There you go. Put that in environments.
Ohio.
We're in the blog.
Oh, thank you. Capstone.
Nice. Boy, yeah, let's do it.
You keep I keep hearing something about this being our API call. What API? What are you talking about?
So your front end needs to make calls to the back end, right?
Right.
That URL is what you want to use. So instead of making calls from the front end to localhost 3001, this is
Mhm.
where you want calls to go to.
Gotcha.
All right, scroll down to the events. Show me that. It looks like it's good. Okay, go to logs. Let's make sure that it's running. Perfect. Scroll down. These are old logs. Old. Keep going. Keep going. There we go. There it is.
Cool beans.
Oh, and you even printed out the. This is excellent. Nice job.
Thank
We
you.
got time to spare. Is there anything else I can help you with, or are you feeling good?
Oh, let's just move on because there is, but it's like capstone work, not upload work.
Cool. All right, we got some time back. Let's move on to the next one. Nice work, Schneider. Anybody else want to volunteer?
I'll volunteer.
All right,
I'm pretty sure I'm all good. All right, so just a preface. I ended up changing like all my backend stuff, like to import stuff like after class. But
Okay.
I did make sure that it was running. You know, I did connect successfully, and I got a green check mark based on that code, based on using it on the blog. So then I transferred that over to my front end. I mean on my
Capstone.
yeah. And I just uploaded my front end stuff, my front end files. So I'm just about at the part where we'll be doing the back end.
Okay.
So should I just share screen?
Yeah, let's do it. Man, we're gonna get some time savings here.
Okay.
All of you guys are working ahead.
Hopefully. All right. Okay, let me just move this around so it's not in my way.
Here's the Capstone front end. This looks good. Did you remember to npm run build here before you uploaded?
Yeah, I did the build folder, like it's right here. That's what I put in there. With stuff in there. Okay. What's better? Should I show my code screen or my like my Amazon services stuff?
Well, so have you finished deploying the Capstone backend?
I haven't. Like I was just getting ready to do that.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it together.
Okay. Can I change my screen? Like, if I pull it, like, how do I change which screen? I'm so bad at this.
I would rather see AWS, to be honest, but we'll probably see a little bit of both.
Is AWS showing now?
It is. Yep.
Okay, perfect. All right. Okay, so I just did it in the S3. So now I should be in Elastic Beanstalk, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Health looks good. Nice.
Okay. So, but that's the blog backend code in there now. So, all right, I'm gonna run. All right, can use the stack. So basically what I need to do. Oh, go ahead.
Take me to the Capstone backend code, like in Visual Studio or VS Code.
Okay.
Just a sanity check. Show me the bottom of server.js. Are you doing the port bind correctly? So we need on line 98. We need that port bind code where we use the port environment variable. That is.
I think I have it over here. Give me 1 second. I think I have it.
Okay. Yeah, this is a real small one.
So basically, should I just replace that with this?
Totally.
Okay. Yeah. With that.
Yep. All right. So this is going to bind you on the right port. Scroll up to the very, very top. You got your course origins. That's a nice formatting too. Nice. And then take me over to DB.js. Let's take a look at the connection. You've got the if else set up correctly and the log. Nice. Okay. This looks great. Okay, yeah, let's just a sanity check though, do an npm run start, and let's just make sure that the local stuff is still working. Or npm start. Connected successful. Okay, so feeling good. All right. Now let's open up this in Finder, zip it up, and
Okay.
Great.
So it's the I got to go to GitHub, right? Yeah.
Well, this one we might not have in GitHub, so just open this in Finder.
Oh yeah,
I
you're right.
I never asked people to actually move their capstones, unfortunately.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that. Okay, I'm gonna go to so the back end. I'm zipping up.
Yes.
I can delete no modules, right?
Totally. Yep.
Okay.
Archive. Yep. Compress. All right. Now we head over to AWS.
Upload and deploy.
Mm-hmm. This is blog backend.
Oh yeah, good catch. That would have been really bad. Not really.
Yeah, we'd be
same
confused.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And one.
Nice. Yeah. Deploy. All right. Scroll down just a tad. Let's see those recent events. Deploying new version instances. Cool. Yeah, it's really thinking on this one.
Yeah, it did the last time it went green, it took a while to update up. Yeah.
Okay. All right, hit the logs. Let's see what's going on. Okay.
Is that error matter?
Yeah, it's fine. Hit the request logs again. Let's see. Last 100 logs. What? Yeah, let's go back. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, the info 0 out of 1 instance completed.
I mean, if you want to move on, like earlier today when I got the code to go green for the back end, I mean for the blog back end, it took a while to go green. So
Well, I'm just curious why we're not getting any logs at all. Like, if it is crashing, we should at least be able to see what the logs are for it.
And Brian, you have another 10 minutes. I don't know if that matters, but just so you know, you still have 10 minutes.
Yeah, we're way ahead of schedule.
Well, thank you.
I want to, while we give this time, I want to take an educated guess and just go look at the code real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm curious if maybe there's a race condition in here, like back up. On 32, you're awaiting the DB sync. That's one of the classic issues. If you forget to await the DB sync, you get into problems. But you have the await, so that's great. The other thing you have to do, the other thing that you have to do in order to make sure that you don't accidentally crash the server is after you connect to DB, then you need to create the users. If you create the first user or the second user, oh, you do that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just like name them up here, but then I call them down here.
And then you got the Decrypt library up at the top. Yeah. I don't see anything wrong with the code. I think this is.
And I did go through, as far as race models go, I went through and I updated all of my like my models to match all of the because in my table I had a bunch of like the constraints set to not null. So like I had to update it was to create users. I had to update them to match all of my attributes. But that got all the errors to go away. So I don't think they should be there.
You fixed your schema, nice. Okay. Try requesting logs. I think it is crashing, but I don't know what. Obviously, without logs, we can't really tell why. Must be ready. Okay, well, I don't see, first off, I don't see anything wrong with the code, which is awesome because I think your code for the back end is in great shape. And then I think maybe we just come back and see after this, it takes a minute to settle down.
Yeah, I'll poke around for a little bit, and if anything pops up that seems like it would be interesting, I'll let you know.
All right, sounds good. All right, anybody want to go next? I wasn't kidding. I have come up with a wheel. Okay. Patrick, you're our lucky winner. Talk to me about your capstone.
Okay.
Is that it?
Yes, that's it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were messing with me.
No. So what I did was can you turn that off?
Yeah.
I did that. I did a capstone on information, helping like young people if they're homeless and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to share my screen. 1 second.
How is your front end? Your front end deploy?
I don't know. Hold on. Screen sharing has failed to start. Okay. Let me screen share with you. Share screen, desktop. Okay, it's just saying error.
Can you share screen and show me what error you're getting?
Yeah, I'm trying to share the screen on Zoom. It says screen sharing has failed to start. Please try again later.
Oh. Okay, can I come back to you then? After?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Does anybody else want to volunteer? Otherwise, I'm going to spin. Brandon, yes. Okay. And then we'll hop back to you, Patrick.
Let me see something. I was trying to follow along, and I think I am missing some things. But anyways,
that's fine. We got plenty of time.
Okay, so
starting with the front end.
Okay. Well, I'll just.
He's having great.
Sorry.
So take me to S3. Okay. And then click on the bucket. Yep, that one. And then let's wipe everything.
But I realized I didn't have the build folder, so I might need to redo this.
Okay. So let's wipe it and get a clean slate. So click that, do the delete, do the permanently delete typing exercise. Brandon, you win the additional prize of having it on the clipboard. Nice.
Yeah, I saw how many times I had to keep going in and out, so I was just like,
I was waiting for someone to clipboard it, and you won. Okay, hit the upload. All right, let's go find some files to drag over. So take me back to VS Code. You had it up for a sec.
So VS Code. This is the front end.
So close this by hitting clicking into it and hitting Control C to stop it. All right, npm run or npm run build. Okay. We are making the build folder.
Okay.
And we got an error. So if we have code that is borked, it will not create the build file. So let's go into line 15. Let's go into planner.js, line 15. It's upset because post the variable is not defined. So right here, when you're when you're sending to the API, when you're sending the post, it's upset because post the variable doesn't exist.
Okay.
So when you send stuff to the plant endpoint, what are you sending? Do you know?
So that's gonna be like information about specific plants that someone wants to track as they're like growing them.
Mm-hmm.
But I was having a hard time getting everything restructured. So yeah, my backend especially is a bit scarce right now.
Okay, no worries. So for now, why don't we put a to do, and then like on line 11, right before the response, why don't we declare a variable called post, and we'll just use that as a to do. So like let post or const post, whatever. Just make a variable called post, and you can make it whatever you want. Alternatively, you can leave it as an empty box. So you can just say let post semicolon, and you don't have to put any. You don't have to pick what you want to put in there today.
Oh, just like that. Okay.
Yeah. So now it's legal. You're sending an empty variable, but that's fine. So, okay, npm run build again. The bottom. Let's see if this gets us any further. Awesome. You've got a build folder now. Let's add those files. So get a finder window. There it is, inside build. Yep. Grab everything inside of build and drag it over.
So add files first.
No, just do the drag and drop method. We were having troubles with that before. Click finder. Yep, and then select all those files. So Command A to grab them all if you want. There you go. Drag them. Scroll to the bottom and upload. Done. Just wait for this to finish and do you feel comfortable doing the CloudFront invalidation?
Yeah, I should be able to do that.
Okay.
Just gotta archive the backend and then upload it there. Okay.
No, the CloudFront invalidation is just where we take the files in S3 and we distribute it out. Let's do that. Let's do that real quick. So hit close. This is for the folks that I didn't do this with. We're going to do this one more time. Remember, we have to invalidate CloudFront every time we upload new files to S3. So hop over to CloudFront. It's the fourth thing in that list. Yep. Click on your existing distribution there, that E3A. And then there's an invalidations tab. It's right. Yeah, exactly. And then, yeah, you can either create a new one or copy to a new one. It's up to you. Then hit create invalidation. So this is going to take all the old files, throw them away, sync them with new ones. So, okay. That is the CloudFront stuff. Now let's go and look at the backend. So show me some code for the backend in Visual Code.
Are they both open? Oh, that's annoying.
Cool. All right, man. Okay, so the DB is using the old school localhost connect to DB. So we need in Zoom chat, we need the DB code section. So paste that again. So pop that link open and grab that whole highlighted section, the let DB. Yep. So we needed to target the RDS database if we're running on Elastic Beanstalk. So go up above line 4 because you want to still connect to the database. This is just setting up which one. So yep, hit enter or paste. All right. And then we're going to eventually drop out line 20 because we're changing up how we instantiate this DB. But what I do want you to do is to take this whole string here, cut that out to your clipboard. And then replace this string with it. So.
Hold on. I forgot where it went. Right here and authenticate.
No, replace, so paste in that string there.
Oh, gotcha.
There you go, perfect. So that's going to connect to your localhost database. All right, and then you can kill line 20 because we're already instantiating a database on this line and or this line. Okay, so that's it for the database. Show me the server now. Let's look and make sure you're binding to the correct port. Down on here. So there's one other piece of code I've got for you. It's also in Zoom chat. It's the port code. So you want all of that. It's going to help you bind to the correct port when you're running your capstone on Elastic Beanstalk. Yep. And then you can, it's gonna end up replacing line 24 through 26. So you can feel free to paste over that. Cool. So you're gonna look for a port. If you find one, you're gonna bind to it. All right, scroll up to the very top of this file. There's one more piece here we're looking for. And I'm gonna leave this to you to look at, but this CORS section, in that link that I sent you for the port code, that's myserver.js. There's some core settings that you'll be interested in that allow your front end to talk to your back end.
Okay.
Do you remember those origins that we were looking at?
Vaguely.
So click behind you and scroll up to the top of this file. So you need to have something, you need to add these settings to your cores.
Okay.
And it's going to be different for you. And I'm gonna let you work on this later because you'll need to look up your domain names. So let's instead of doing this right now, Brandon, just leave this open and remember to come back to this. Okay. But let's go ahead and deploy your backend because we can at least make sure the backend is green. Elastic Beanstalk, yep. Here, cool. All right, let's go open up in Finder your backend and make a zip from it so we can upload it. Oh, hey, before we deploy this though, take me back to the Visual Studio Code and let's just make sure we can run this locally.
Oh, true.
npm start. npm install. Let's get the node modules.
Oh yeah, I think they deleted node. What was it?
Control C to stop the running program, and then npm install.
Friendly 3-minute warning.
Okay, npm install. npm run, npm start. And plant has already been declared on 24 of DBJS. So take us to DBJS. Oh, this is what Brian was talking about yesterday. So instead of plant DB, call it plant model. And then up at the very top, instead of import, yeah, call that plant model as well. And then run that again or save. Let's see. Cool.
Okay.
All right, let's archive. Let's make a zip and you can delete node modules if you'd like.
Doesn't cost us time. Let's see.
Nice. All right, scroll down a little bit. Let's see those events. The update is starting. We're deploying the version. All right, let's hit the logs.
Logs.
Download, yep. Scroll down. We're looking for the web standard out log. Keep going. Keep going. It's the error log. Yep. There it is, web standard out. So let's pay attention here. Oh, nice. 2340. Yep. Connected to DB successfully. Your backend's running.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. So remaining pieces, cores. So make sure you get your domain names added so your backend allows connections from those domain names. And then don't forget in your front end, you need to point your front end at your API, your backend API. So if you go and click back up here on logs, let me show you where that is one more time. I think you've seen this already, but I just want to point it out for other people too. Go back to your environment.
Oh, environment.
It's this URL right here at the top. That's what you're going to want to replace when your front end, your Capstone front end is trying to talk to your back end. It's expecting to talk to it like on localhost 3001, but that won't work right when your Capstone is deployed because it's out on the internet. So you'll want to switch that URL to this. And I think we'll have plenty of time tonight, so I can actually do that in class for people that want to see it. And your health has gone to green. It's no longer severe. Nice.
Finally.
Nice, Brandon. Great job.
Hey, Nate, that's
Yes.
time. And then you have 5 people to go. I think Jordan wanted to go before Patrick. I don't know if you want to just confirm with them. That's why Jordan has his hand up.
Patrick, is that okay with you? Is your were you able to get the screen sharing?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. Go for it, Jordan.
So muted on mine. There we go. Now you can hear me, I'm sure.
Hey.
Hey, all right. So I didn't get CloudFront or Beanstalk set up because I was late. I came in Tuesday, like halfway through the class, and then I just observed from there.
Yeah.
So would you mind helping me do that real quick, or would you rather I schedule one? Okay.
No, let's do what we can. And I'm gonna call on folks here to help along with me too. So take me to AWS.
Yep, just a moment. Okay, there we go. AWS.
Okay, so you're already here creating a CloudFront distribution. Cool. Click on the origin domain, that first box.
Wouldn't I need to make a new one if I change the files in my S3?
No, we can use the same one.
Okay.
Do you already have a CloudFront distribution?
I don't.
Oh, okay. All right. Click me into that, and yep, select your S3. Yes, use the website endpoint. Scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll back up. Sorry, I was a little too much. Okay, you're still good. Keep scrolling down. Scroll down. All right, here at the custom SSL certificate, hit that drop down. Jordan, you got an SSL certificate. You're further ahead than you think you are. That's excellent.
I didn't do that. My computer's been thinking on its own.
It's just manifested a fully valid SSL certificate. Cool.
Right.
Since you have an SSL certificate, scroll up and click on add item here, and let's add those domain names. So neongrin.live, and then live, yeah. And then also add item, one more, do the www version of it as well. Oh, that's awesome. That's the big time sync right there. Just remove that item. We just need the two, and
okay.
It should be good. All right, scroll down. Keep going, keep going. I think this is pretty much it. Yeah, scroll down all the way. All the way. Great. No, it's upset about something up there. Scroll up. Must contain one or more dots. Only. Oh, it wants you to do lowercase. It's
so lame.
Yeah. Billions of dollars in revenue, but won't accept. All right. Not that I don't totally believe you, but I just want to make sure. Go to certificate manager up in the search box, and let's make sure that not only you up in the top search box here, click type in certificate. Yep, and click on the first one that pops up. You can start too. That's your favorite product. And it's issued. Awesome. You are much further ahead than you think. Okay, go back.
So that code that I have in it is the code from the blog and not from my capstone.
Let's update it then. Go to S3.
Okay.
Click into the bucket.
This one?
Select all the files. Delete.
Oh, right there.
How fast can you type permanently delete? Here's your chance to impress the class. Nice. Okay. I think Brandon still comes in first place with like a millisecond. Okay.
Nice.
Pull down. All done. Okay, so you successfully deleted the things. Let's go back to the bucket shortcuts right there.
Oops.
And click the upload. All right, let's go find some files. Take me to your capstone front end. Here's the back end. Nice. Give me a terminal somewhere. You can stop this with Control C if you like, or you can open another terminal. It's up to you.
Oh, you can't see that one?
I can see the one that you're in right now. Do an npm run build. Cool. Enter. Yep. Do we get a build folder? Review. Okay, open it up in Finder. You can right click on the build folder here and say reveal in Finder. That's one way. Okay, and then the AWS window is a sliver right behind you. Nope, not everything in here. So click on the build itself, the build folder. We just want everything inside of the build folder, not the build folder. Yep, click on build.
Hold on, I have to move the Zoom taskbar out of the way.
Oh.
Okay.
Yep. So leave that as is, and then click on this window back behind you to get to S3. So we need them side by side. Okay. Then grab all of this, drag it into there.
All this in right here?
Inside the build folder, yes, not there you go. Yep, all that. Perfect. Scroll to the bottom and upload. Nice. And take me to the top. Click on CloudFront. We're going to go and run an invalidation real quick. Create distribution. Or sorry, not create distribution. We just got done making one. Click into the one you got. Yeah. And then every time we upload files to S3, we need to run an invalidation. You got to make the page a little bit bigger in order to see the button for it.
I'm not gonna move this out of the way again. Hate Zoom.
Scroll up to the top. There's an invalidations tab right here. Click that. We're going to create an invalidation. So we're going to wipe the cache, and the path to type in is /star.
Like asterisk star?
Yep.
Okay.
Create a validation, and you're done. Your Capstone front end is now live. So if we go and visit neongrin.live, we should see your front end. Neongrin. Registration form, personal, business.
That's not it. That's not it at all. Shit, that's the old one.
Wait, that's the old blog one? Or is that your
that's
the pages?
That might be GitHub Pages, yeah.
So let's set up one-on-one time to talk about the back end. I just want to spend the rest of this time getting the front end working because it's pretty important. Take me to Namecheap. Let's go look at the DNS records in there real quick.
Okay. I hate this fucking taskbar. God damn it.
I thought you would say you hate Mac OS, and that's totally valid too. Like seriously, the window management in Mac is really bad compared to Windows. Really bad.
Where's my Namecheap? Namecheap.com?
Yeah.
You're
not allowed to visit it. Wow.
Right.
You have to select the first one or it won't take you to it.
So go to manage on your, it's going to be over here on the right. Set that manage button right here.
Yeah, I got to move everything out of the way.
Oh, advanced DNS. You have an alias record. There it is. There's a problem. Delete the alias record.
This one?
Yep. Because that's sending all traffic to neongrin.github.io. Add a new record. Let's add a CNAME record. Scroll down. CNAME is right. Yep. And then the value is going to be host. Host is @ symbol again, but the target is going to be your CloudFront distribution. So go back over to AWS CloudFront. And then click on, CloudFront, get us back somehow to the beginning of CloudFront, the ID, yep. And then the
Copy that?
you want, nope, click into it. It's in this. Nice. Back to the Namecheap. Yep, paste. Paste it, but delete the HTTPS:// So we just want to have D1 through the net part. There you go. Now hit the green check mark to save, and now you should be pointing to the right thing when we visit your website.
All right, now let me check this out.
So I'm getting server not found, and that makes sense because we just changed DNS, so it's going to take a minute or two for DNS to.
This is a friendly 3-minute warning.
Okay. So what I don't want to do is spend 3 minutes hitting the refresh button in the browser because I don't know how long DNS is going to take for that to update. But
understandable.
In the meanwhile, oh, just kidding. It started working on my page. Can I share my screen?
Yeah. Oh, it's ugly right now. Don't do that. But no, I'm just kidding. I don't care.
You have a working front end. It's like kind of a neon retro. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm almost done. I gotta do I have to finish the comments and use state and then login and user profile page.
Cool. Very nice. So we need to get the backend set up for you, but we can do that in one-on-ones. And do you mind giving up your extra time to someone else?
No, I don't mind at all.
Cool. Can I flip back to you, Patrick? Are you able to share your screen now?
It's still, can I just send a screenshot of like what it says?
Yeah.
Because it says screen sharing has failed to start. Please try again. Error code 105035. Is it something on your end? Like I can't share it?
No, it might be us, Patrick. I run into that a lot. So you might have to look for updates and or restart your computer.
Are you serious?
I'm very serious. Yeah, it sucks.
Oh my God. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, then I'll quick restart right now.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Yeah. Got oh, maybe we should just flip a coin because we have two people. Not Jordan. Naj, you raised your hand. Let's go to you. Actually, before we get to you, Naj, should we just take a quick break? Okay. And then yeah, let's come back at 7:20. Naj, if you want to stick around though, I will work through the break if you're interested in doing that. Or you can wait 20 minutes, it's up to you. But either way, I'll be here for the break. But for anybody that wants to take a break, back at 7:20.
I think I did the URL at the back end and I did the DB and I redeployed it. It looks like it's working. Do you want to take a look at it and make sure it's working?
I will take a look at it if Naj doesn't want to work on this right now. Naj, do you want to do a little bit of digging into this?
I'd rather get it out the way now, if that's okay.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let me stop sharing. Are you able to share your screen, Naj?
There you go. Where am I?
Okay. So do we
So
end up
my
having
backend never really had, it's just like set up. I don't really have anything in there yet.
Okay.
My front end is in vanilla JavaScript. So, and I'm not doing my front end in React. So I don't know how that was supposed to go.
Oh, it just changes things up slightly. But we can work with that. Can you show me in AWS, did you get a bucket created?
AWS.
You're in AWS now, so go back to that tab you were on. Yeah.
No, this is GitHub. Are you kidding me?
It's right here.
It's the Zoom bar at the top.
Yeah.
You can't really see any. Okay.
All right.
Oh, I deleted my old buckets and I did a mid one.
You deleted the old bucket?
Yeah. Or
why?
I don't know what you're supposed to. Not the elastic beanstalk bucket. It said something else from a couple of days ago.
Click on buckets. Click on buckets. Ah, no, why'd you delete it?
I
We
thought
like
that's what
that
everybody
bucket.
else was doing. I don't know.
Oh, we were deleting files in the bucket. We didn't delete the bucket itself. So let's go and make a bucket, and then we need to enable static website hosting, permission policy, link it to CloudFront. Give that bucket name your cool.
Would you rather me wait until after so it doesn't take up your full?
No, this is our break time. This is free.
Okay.
And then cap backend, you're going to need to make it unique. So cap dash backend dash notch maybe. Perfect. Scroll down. Block public, uncheck that. We want to allow block yep. Scroll down. There's an acknowledge it. Yep. Scroll down, keep going. Actually, can I take over?
Yeah. Wait, how do I? Oh, okay, here we go. Eclipse stage.
Thank you. I want to create the bucket. There is like a bunch of little things to turn on that are scattered all over the place. Yep. Turn on index.html. And then do you have, can you open up a copy of the slides? So the link to the slides is, I'll post that in chat. I just need you to grab something from clipboard. Let me.
Let up already. Let's GitHub.
There's a link. Can you open that link up? All right, I'm going to take control again. Go back up to, there's a section here on S3, and the important section is right here. Okay, your bucket is back. The last thing we need to do is go into your CloudFront and point CloudFront at.
Oh yeah, that's what I deleted. That capsite bucket.
Yeah, so we have just bandage that back together. So keep the bucket around. Let's go. And here, I'll take us there real quick. Let's go upload the front end files. So in S3, to upload our files, we'll go here to the upload page. All right, I'm going to give you back control. Now, take me to your front end code, your vanilla JavaScript. Cool. So you've got index.html. Where is the JavaScript?
Oh, it's not in there yet.
Oh, okay. It's just HTML for right now. Drag everything in here So back in Finder behind you, what you use to open, yep, click into that folder, double click into it.
This?
Grab all of that and drag it over to the AWS window.
Oh, the AWS window. Hang on. Sorry, I don't have my second monitor up. And this thing right here?
Yeah, that's where you want to drag it into. Yep. Scroll to the bottom and hit scroll upload. Yep. All right. This is just uploading all those files, and then did we do the TLS certificate, all of that stuff?
No, we started talking about it and then my phone died, so my hotspot cut off. So
Okay.
yes.
Take me to Namecheap. Let's show me where we got with that.
It was
we got pretty far.
Just waiting for something.
I think you got the certificate. Go back to S3. Do you mind if I take control one more time? I'll request it. Okay, thank you. So in cloud.
Is it not letting you do it?
It's not. Let me try again. Here we go.
Okay, here it goes. Approved.
Okay. Yeah. CloudFront.
That's when it was lagging on my end.
So I'm just coming in here to make sure that we have the SSL certificate. Sure enough, there's the SSL certificate. You have the domain names. All this looks great.
It still doesn't pop up. It still says like 4 not found.
So we need to do an invalidation and then feedback here. Oh, I'm doing that on your computer. I wanted to look at it on mine. Oh, Brady. 404 not found. Specified key does not exist.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
It means that CloudFront is trying to reach in. Oh, I see what the issue is. My bad. That is totally on me. Back here. I can't spell.
Yeah. It's
I can't spell.
Wait, that's what, hey, that doesn't happen when I do it though. No, I'm not excited. I'm not excited.
Oh, come on.
It doesn't
It's
happen
a
when I do
win.
it.
It's a win. You can be excited about it. Let's just check the www.
It still says not found when I do it.
Cool.
I'm doing wrong.
Your site looks really good. Or not. If this isn't, are these CSS transitions?
Max told me to leave it. He said, just leave it in vanilla JavaScript and work on your back end being React. Leave your front end alone. And I said, okay, cool. Leave it alone.
All right. Let's hop back into AWS. So if we're talking about backends, did we get anywhere with Elastic Beanstalk?
That's the one I didn't delete. I kept that bucket there.
Okay. And did we ever deploy a backend?
From GitHub?
Did you ever deploy your blog backend?
No. That's what
take me to your backend code. I'm gonna stop the remote. I did not mean to stop screen sharing. Sorry, I meant just to stop remote control.
Screen share, desktop, backend. Yes.
Yep. Show me that. Yep, exactly. Okay. What is in server.js? Okay, great. So we need to add one piece of code here. It is under, let's see here. It is port code. Let me paste it again. So open that up.
Oh, the let with the database. That's this. Am I clicking on that or copying that?
Open that code. So click on that link. There's some code that will be highlighted. So grab 193 through 2001 or 201 rather. Yep, copy that. Bring it over. And replace 17 through 21 with that. So you won't need 27 through 29 anymore. We're changing how you bind to the port for the server.
There's a whole bunch of notes on here so that I could try to do all of these steps by myself. They were pretty helpful.
Yeah, keep them. You don't have to delete 26. All right, we're ready to upload. So save this and then open up a Finder window.
Command space. Oh yeah.
Here in Cat Backend. I think you had it open. That's how you got VS Code open.
Yes.
Yeah, nice. Nuke the node modules. Save us a little bit of.
Oh, this is the compressed part.
Actually, stop. That's fine. It's okay. I'm being wishy-washy here. Before I let you upload, let's just make sure that it runs locally. So go back to server.js and start up the server. Yep.
The terminal?
Exactly. New terminal. And I made you delete your node modules. So run npm install just to get those back. And then do an npm start. Looking good. Okay, great.
Browser, right?
It
This was
won't.
saying and nothing was happening. So like, am I looking at the wrong place?
Well, nothing's happening because it's just providing you with two endpoints. It's providing you with a slash endpoint and a slash photo. So until something calls it, it's not really going to do anything.
Gotcha.
So let's upload it. Take me back to the Finder window. I'm sorry about the runaround. And delete the node modules folder again. Yep. Now compress all this. Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, compress.
Cool. All right. Back. Yep. Exactly. Back in AWS.
Do you know how to move this bar? Latonia said it, and I don't remember what she said.
Control.
If you hold down Control Option, I'm sorry, Nathan, were you answering?
I was just going to read your message.
Oh yeah, you just hold down Control Option Command and the letter H at the same time, and when you want it back, just click Escape.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Upload and deploy. There in the center of the. Yep. Here's the zip.
Desktop.
Deploy. Yeah. Here we go. Got a working front end. We're about to have a working back end. This is awesome. Scroll down a little bit. Let's see the events. Environment update is starting. Cool. We're just waiting for it to say that the deploy is complete. Deploying new version. Still waiting. Take us over to the logs. Yeah, there we go. Logs is over there on the left. Yep. Request logs. Let's see what's going on. 100. Yep. And it's upset because it wants the application to be completed. Try doing the request logs again. The same thing Brian was getting earlier.
Oh, should I refresh? I don't know.
Go back to the environment page. Scroll down. It's last. Okay. Yeah, go back to logs and let's try it one more time. There we go. Download. Scroll down, ignore this. There's the web standard log. Server running. It's ready.
Ooh.
The backend is deployed. Nice job, Naj. Make sure to schedule some time with me. We need to, there's one last kind of critical piece here where I don't know what you want to do with your front end in terms of making it interact with the back end, but if you want some help with that, schedule some time with me and I'll be happy to help.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
Yeah, great job. Thanks.
Nathan, I'm still here. I didn't finish my deploy. So that was a problem because I think I have so many files. So I loaded a wrong file, and this week Max helped me to change the backend database. So I was just trying to move those in the new repository and trying to do those. That's why I was just keeping quiet and doing my work.
So I have skipped over you completely.
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
That's fine. That's fine. So because I was also trying to fix this because I don't want to waste your time, so I was fixing it.
No, you will not waste my time.
We can meet after the break. That's fine. So no rush.
You are.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Nate. I keep cutting you off.
No, you are entitled to your time. I think we've got Latonia. Do you know we've got Patrick, Artrell?
We have Patrick, Kalai, and Artrell. So you have plenty of time. That'll leave time to double back on folks that you said you want to follow up with. So if you want to go with Kalai, I think we're in a good place if she's ready.
Do it. Are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So what can I help you with? Are you good on front end?
I guess so.
Okay. Can you prove it to me? Can you go visit your front end in the browser and have it load?
Can you see my desktop?
I can see two VS Code windows.
Those are my stuff. So this is my. Are you looking for this or?
I'm looking for. I type in your domain name and I see your capstone in the browser. Are we there yet?
Yeah, I loaded a new capstone front end and back end just now.
Okay, so let's start with the S3 stuff. Take me to the S3 bucket. So yep, go to S3. Yep, click into that. Take me to the S3 bucket. Cap React. Does Cap React have your front end for your capstone in it?
No.
Okay, no worries. Let's do it. Click into it. Let's delete the old files. This is probably blog front end stuff, right?
Yeah. So
Okay. So delete all the files in here. Yep. Scroll down the bottom, type in permanently delete. Do it quickly. Don't misspell. Nice. Delete objects. Okay. All right, let's upload. So click back on the, wow, Cap React wasn't taken. That's kind of cool. Click back on there. Upload. All right, let's go find the front end, capstone front end files that you have. So take me to your front end code, wherever that is on your computer. Let's do it in a Finder window or with VS Code.
Okay, so can we do it Finder?
Yeah, Finder works for me. It might make more sense to do it in VS Code though, because we're going to need an npm run build. So
okay, so how to do that one here? Sorry, I forgot.
So all I see right now is the AWS screen. Show me VS Code. Okay, this is capstone front end. Perfect. The right one is your capstone front end. Let's deal with it. The capstone front end on the right. Open up a terminal. To do that, you can click on the, yep, that works too. Yep. And you are inside the ER folder. So CD up one level. So backspace, press backspace on the keyboard. Backspace, backspace, backspace. CD space dot dot. CD, sorry, not the word space, but just an actual space. And then 2 dots. Yeah, dot, period, period, dot, dot. Okay, enter. It's just gonna bring you up. Do it one more time, CD dot dot. Cool. Now do npm run build. Npm install. So we get our modules back, and then npm run build. Cool. Now whatever is in that build folder.
npm run build, right?
We just did that. Yep. We're
I just
wait, no. npm
npm
install. Yes.
I think build is here.
And it has an error in dispatch 911 SCSS.
Okay.
So in the dispatch folder, yep, look for dispatch 911 SCSS. It's upset because I don't think a CSS style can begin with a number.
Okay. Okay, I'm just going to. I will do that later. That's fine.
Well, we have to fix it. Otherwise we can't build.
Can I just
And
leave it?
that's okay. Why don't Kalai, why don't instead undo? Let's just fix it real quick. It's no big deal. Just undo, and then instead of calling it 911 status, so Command Z a couple times, get that back. Command Z, keep going. Keep undoing, Command Z, let's get that get that style back in here. Command Z, Command Z. There you go. Just instead of calling it 911 status, why don't we just say like alert status? Oh yeah, dispatch status. Cool. All right, and then let's go change the usage of it. I'm assuming the other file.
It
Yeah.
should be there. It's that's it.
Yeah, so it will need to be dispatch status, all one word, lower. Yeah, you got it. Exactly. All right, let's do the npm run build and see. Got to do a little SCSS debugging. This is a treat.
Is it working
now? It's thinking. Yeah, it worked.
Okay.
All right, let's open up the build folder. The easiest way that we found today is, yeah, right click it, reveal in Finder. So right click that, yep, reveal in Finder.
Find in folder, sorry.
That's okay.
Uh,
You can click on that.
which build? I don't know how to go back.
I don't know how to get my pointer back. Here we go. Click on that icon.
This one?
This one right here. I can make it better. There we go. Right click, yep. Reveal Finder. The third from the top, yep. And then put that window somewhere like over here on the right side of your screen. And then so take Capstone front end, this Finder window, kind of drag it over a little bit to the right. Yeah, and then click on this browser window back behind you. So you got them all side by side looking nice. Okay, click in this Finder window, click on build, click and get into that build. Look into it. There you go. Select all this stuff, put it in here.
Hopefully it should be dragging.
Nice. Scroll to the bottom, hit upload. Now your capstone is loaded. What do we do after we upload our S3 files?
Cloud React. CloudFront.
CloudFront, exactly, yes. CloudFront, we invalidate our CDN. So let's do that real quick. Go into the search box. Take me to CloudFront. And run an invalidation. It is up here at the top.
Create invalidation.
Sure. If you create an invalidation, the thing to put in the box is /*. So click into it, type. /*. Create invalidation. Nice. Okay. Let's go back to the distribution page and just see if our front end is live. So click, copy that, and let's go copy one of the domain names. That works too, but either one of those, grab one of those and throw it into the browser.
Friendly 3-minute warning.
Okay. Let's just visit. I can see you fighting with the Zoom. Zoom more. I can. It looks like your mouse is just moving around, but I know what you're.
Okay, I can see.
There's your friend. Let's quickly do as much as we can on the back end. Take me to Elastic Beanstalk. Actually, probably you probably know what to do here with Elastic Beanstalk because you've seen us all doing it. We do the compress and then we upload and all of that. Let me be a little bit more helpful to you. Go show me the backend code for your capstone. Let's just make sure that all the little pieces are there.
I think I did bits and pieces. It's not complete. So
Okay. Well, let me just see if I could be useful. In db.js, yep, you've got the if else statement that looks great. You're using the db variable. Yep, and you know line 19 is mapped. Is your local database called blog, or did you call it something else on your computer?
it's capstone.
Okay, so switch that over to capstone. Okay, and then don't forget, you're going to run into some issues here if you don't await this DB sync down here. Okay, wait, yeah. And then take me to server.js, show me that you're binding to the correct port. Down at the bottom. Totally, you're binding to the right port. Okay, scroll at the very top. Don't forget, this looks good for the origin, but don't forget to also add those domain names that you're using. So when you deploy your backend code, in addition to having HTTP localhost 3000 and all that in here, also add in your domain name. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Very nice. Looks good.
Yeah. So
Front.
maybe I will try, and then if I have problem, then I will let you know.
Sounds good. Yeah, Patrick, if you're not able to get screen share, we can do it one-on-one. Are you able to get screen share going? Can you test it and see? Oh, hey, nice. Very nice.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
How is your front end doing?
Say it again.
How is the front end doing?
Good. I can go live and show you if you want. I didn't do the npm start yet. I was gonna wait.
Have you set up a S3 bucket?
I believe I did. I'm not sure.
Okay, so in AWS, go to the search bar and go to S3. Yep. Take me to S3.
That one?
Okay, and then over on the left in that hamburger menu, there's nothing under this buckets item. It's just redirecting you back to the front page.
Oh, do I have to go click something over here?
No, I think you're here. So click on create bucket. Have you ever made a bucket through S3? Does this look familiar at all?
It does, but that's just because I saw Jordan do it.
Oh, okay. All right. All right, take me to the search box and type in AWS search, take me to Elastic Beanstalk.
Elastic Beanstalk.
So type in Elastic space. Yeah, there's Elastic Beans.
Oh. I put space.
Okay. So we need to make an S3 bucket, a CloudFront, and an Elastic Beanstalk for you, I think. Does that sound accurate? Patrick?
Can you hear me?
I think I can. All right, so let's
Just the website?
Sorry?
Just the website for the application name.
Let's start with the front end. So take me back to S3. So click into this search box and type in S3. Yep, click back to S3. Yep. Just yeah, there you go. There's the icon. Yep.
Sorry, my keyboard is sticky.
And then create bucket. And then let's give this capstone front end Patrick as the bucket name. Okay, scroll down. Keep going, keep going. Uncheck the block all public access. Scroll down, acknowledge. I scroll down and acknowledge here. Yep, and scroll down. Scroll down, all the way. I think that's it. Yep, create bucket. All right, and then click into your new bucket. And then we need to enable a couple things. So go to properties, scroll down to the very, very, very bottom. And then there is a, keep going, all the way to the very, very bottom. Very, very, very bottom. There you go. Edit this. This button, yep. Enable. So we're going to turn on website hosting and then type in index.html here in this. Yep. Scroll to the very bottom and just hit save. So that's going to let us host a website out of this. And then the last thing to do for the bucket is to go to permissions.
Okay.
And then go down to the bottom and hit that edit bucket policy, this big box here, edit, yep. And I've got a snippet of code from the slides. It is, here is the link to the slide. Oops.
In Slack?
I put it in Zoom. Would you rather it be in Slack?
No.
And the slide is slide 45. I linked you to 70. I meant to put you on slide 45.
You're fine.
The code in that box. Yep, copy all that. Come back to S3 and paste that in there, replacing the bucket dash name part with capstone front end Patrick. So see on line 12. Yeah, exactly. No, keep the ARN AWS S3, so undo.
Here.
Just in this section.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yep. Capstone front end Patrick. All right, scroll down to the bottom. All the way to the bottom and hit save changes. So you have a fully functioning S3 bucket now, and now we need to put front end files into it. So go back to the buckets right here. Take us to the very top again. Got upload. Cool, let's drag and drop some front end files in there. To do that, we'll click back behind you to whatever editor you have open for the, yep. Give us a terminal here. You have a terminal open, that works. You can keep using this terminal if you want. If you click down to that terminal, you can hit Control C.
Right here?
Click in, yep, Control C. NPM run build. So anytime you make changes to your front end and you want to redeploy it, you come in here, run npm run build. It's going to create that build folder that just popped up over on the left here. Oh, we got an error though. Take me to home.js line 17. It's upset about navbar 1. So if you delete that, I think you'll be good.
Just delete it.
Yeah. All right, let's do the build again. It's back in VS Code in the terminal down below. npm run build. Yep, npm run build. Perfect. Enter. Let's see if it finishes this time. Sure enough, that looks good. All right, let's open up the, so back over here in the file, scroll up to the top. Yep, there's the build folder, right click it and reveal in Finder. So right click build, reveal, yep, right click it.
Like that.
Reveal in Finder. And click into this build folder. And take everything in here and drag it back to here. Not build, but yeah, asset and all the way to static.
All of this.
All this stuff, yep.
And put it where? Into this?
Yes.
My keyboard sucks. Or not my keyboard, my mouse. So sorry.
That's okay.
Literally just drag and drop, but it just won't let me. Okay. All right. Can I just do individually?
Yeah.
Does that work out? Okay, yeah, it does. All right. It just won't take all of it, you know. It's fine. It's fine. It's killing me.
Yeah, you don't need 192 pixels anyways. Just, you don't need to manifest on JSON, really. What does it do for you? Nothing. You don't need robots.txt either. We need index and static.html, static. Those are like the two things we need, I think.
Really? You can't even grab you this way? It's pissing me off. Okay, hold on. How about I just do copy and then
Here, let me take the request remote control. Okay,
Friendly 3-minute warning.
Okay.
Look at that. Just right away. That sucked.
All right. And we'll upload that. I will stop.
Okay, cool.
Remote control. Okay.
This is
So Patrick.
Left off, I think. Okay.
So Patrick, now you can click on the you can click on this.
Okay.
Go to properties. Scroll to the very, very bottom. Very, 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 very bottom.
My goodness. Okay.
And click on that.
This one?
And you, yep.
Yep, that's my website so
Yep.
far.
There's your front end.
It's really, really, really pink and pretty for right now.
So I think I'm gonna call it right here. Feel free to set some time with me to get CloudFront and Elastic Beanstalk and your backend set up. Does that work?
Yep.
Cool.
All right.
Nice work. Okay. That leaves us with our trail. The best for last.
Not even, but I appreciate it though. Okay. I'm gonna need a lot of proverbial hand holding, just so you know.
That's okay.
All right. So I'm gonna share my screen.
All that I'm really, really, really interested in is knowing how fast you can type permanently delete. That is weighing on my mind.
Sorry, I already beat you to that. I'm
No,
sorry.
you've already robbed me of that one thing. Okay. All right.
So in the front end, I did the what is it? The build thing.
Okay.
So I did that. So it's right there.
Yep. And then you deleted all the files. Now we just need to take what's in build, put them in S3, right?
Yeah. So this is where I need help from here.
Yeah. So click. One of the ways you can get to the front of the bucket is by clicking on that source link there. And then now that you've got an empty bucket, click on upload. Leave this kind of to the right because we're going to drag stuff into it. Over on the left, click right click on build, reveal and right click.
Oh, sorry. All right.
Reveal in Finder. Yep. Click into build. So we're not getting the build folder. We're not moving the whole folder. We're just gonna move everything in it. So grab everything in here. You can click on one of the files and Command A, or you can try to highlight them all. Either one works. All right, drag that over to this here. Yep. Scroll to the bottom. Upload. Cool. What do we need to do after this? Every time you upload.
So we have that. So next, I believe, is CloudFront, right?
Exactly. Yep. Invalidations, you're already here. You're ready. Nice. You can create a new one or you can copy. It's up to you. Create. I think we decided create is actually faster. So in the object paths, it's /star. Yep, create. All right. Now, click on this and let's just make sure your front end is deployed correctly. So click on that.
Wait, hold on. Okay, so click on this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me try that one more again. Click on that.
There you go. And then go take me to couponclick.co.
Click on this one.
Just in a browser, go to couponclip.co.
All right, now here's the thing. The back end needs help. I kind of messed some things up, but let's take a look.
It's too late. Everybody's been through it. We've got to see it. Hey, this looks good. This looks good. The real question is, did you get the hover? Oh no, not yet. It's okay.
Well, I kind of did, but like I was trying to correct some things, and I even commented out, those things, but I don't know, something somewhere.
It's okay. All right. So you got a front end, you have a front end deployed. Let's look at the back end. Take me to Elastic Beanstalk.
All right. So Elastic should be boom.
Nice. All right. Click into the environment. Let's get to that upload page. And you can click that to take you to your Capstone environment.
All right. Because that's not the name of the Capstone, but.
This is what we're going to use. We were using this to upload our blog, but we're going to reuse this for Capstone. Okay, take me to the backend code. There it is. All right.
There's a lot good. It's a mess.
No. This looks great. You have a valid CORS origins list, which looks great. Scroll to the bottom. Show me that you're binding to the correct port. You certainly are binding to the correct port. That's fantastic. Take me to DBJS.
This is the mess.
I don't see I see a little mess. Okay, that's fine. We'll fix it.
Let me go to the very top so you see what's going on.
Well, what do you see going on?
Well, I think I have to comment out. Is it this one, the const DB, or is it the let DB? One of those two I think I have to comment out or get rid of.
Right. You can't initialize the same variable twice. You can.
Since we need this. So I guess it's this I comment out.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you're not losing anything. But it looks like, yeah, you can get rid of 6 through 8.
I like to comment out just to be safe, just in case. All right, so our DB is still highlighted.
Be careful, 7 is not commented out, and I'm pretty sure it's going to get upset with you.
Thank you. All right.
All right.
So now I'm going to Command S that. I'm still getting an error down here.
On 43.
Oh. Let's see.
So you declared connect to DB twice. I kind of like the version on 30 better than the one on 43.
All right. So I'm going to comment out that.
And
S.
Cannot access server before initialization. So take me to server.js. To the top, all right. It's mad because you initialize server on 18. However, you're injecting the body parser middleware on line 15. So take 18 and put it up at 3. Right, because you need to declare the variable server before you do any server.use statements like on line 15 or 4.
So put it right here?
Right, we need to initialize our server. We need to create a server variable before you call it on line 4. Okay. Require is not defined. It's upset because you're using a mix of import and require statements. So Brian is probably going to have to help us out here. Where is the require coming from? It's server.js line 14. What is body parser?
I got that from your code, honestly. I was just I thought I needed it.
Oh.
I mean, I'll get rid of this and I'll get rid of on. And this.
Okay. Sounds good.
And see if that, okay.
Server's running. Let's upload. Open up your backend code in Finder. You can do that by hunting for it in Finder, or you can right click up here and say reveal in Finder. Either one.
right here. Wait, where am I in selection? No.
No, up here, down here in VS Code, you can right click that caps part and say reveal in Finder. Oh, no, you can't. Sorry. I think in any of this white space, maybe you can right click. Yeah, reveal in Finder. There you go. Destroy the node modules.
Get rid of that.
Mhm. Select all of this. Right click compress. Yep. That's what you want. So now go back to Elastic Beanstalk. You have your zip ready to go. Hit that upload and deploy here in the center of the screen. Let's go upload that zip. So choose the file, navigate to where that zip is at. We're in blog backend, yeah. So wherever your capstone backend is.
So normally,
Deploy. All right. Scroll down a little bit, show me some of those events. Let's see what's happening. Deploying to new version instance. Oh, this is moving with some gusto. Nice, that was quick. Let's go to logs. And screen.
a lot faster than I thought it would be, honestly.
Yeah, that's a lot faster than some other deploys we've seen this evening. Yep, last 100 logs. Download. Just check and see how it's doing. This is the access log. We don't care about the access log, so skip through all this stuff you see here. This is the error log. Don't care about that. This is the web standard out log. We care a lot about that. Scroll down. These look like old logs from last night. Keep going. There it is. Server is running. No errors. That means it's running deployed.
Nice.
Wait, what do you think about that?
Exciting, and it's giving me agita at the same time.
What can I do? What can I do to ease your concerns?
Well, I have a one-on-one with you tomorrow. There's some stuff I need to like fine tune, and because there's some stuff I need to fine tune, and one thing a couple things bugging me. So
fair enough. All right, I'm gonna stop, and I want to squeeze in one thing that we haven't had the chance to talk about. Oh, Fly?
My backend is not deployed.
Do we have time set up? No. So give me a couple minutes, and then I'll hop back to you, Fly.
I can wait.
Okay, sounds good. I want to talk about something really quick that we haven't covered, and this is pretty crucial for folks that have a working front end and a working back end. We've kind of breezed over how we get the two of them to talk. And I pointed to Elastic Beanstalk and I said, there is your API URL, run with it. I didn't really go too in depth on how to actually use it. And I want to show real quick how you would actually use that URL, because front end's fine, but it's not talking to your back end on Elastic Beanstalk. So let me show real quick how that works. Now I'm dealing with the bar. Okay. So I'm signing into my AWS. Everybody that wants to follow along log into AWS, go to Elastic Beanstalk. This is what I was pointing to, this thing right here. Now I have the blog deployed. And so if I open this up, check out what I get. Does anybody remember at the beginning of class when we were working with Git, I made an edit to that slash route where it used to say hello world, and I updated that to to say my name is Nathan. Does anybody remember that? I can't see anybody, but so
Folks are shaking their head, Nate. Shaking their head,
okay.
yes.
Okay, great. So I'm actually hitting my back end, and I'm getting a response. What else do we know about the blog backend? If we go to /posts, it also is a valid endpoint. So I'm reaching my API on my deployed backend. You're going to need to do the same thing. So the difference though is that we have to update the URL that we're using. And there is a little, we do need to do a little bit of work here. And what I'm referring to is in the front end. So I'm going to open up my blog front end. This would be different for you. You'd be using your Capstone front end. But at least in the blog front end, let me open this up in Visual Studio Code. I need to change the calls that are being made to localhost 3000. Let's see. So for example, in here we go. So in API URL, this right here, where we're using API URL in all the other files to make our fetches. So like to do the login, over here in post editor, we use the API URL to create new blog posts. Everywhere that this API URL is being used. So in this file, API URL, we can do one of two things. Probably the simplest thing is going to be to replace that verbatim with whatever your URL is. Does that make sense? So we're no longer talking to our local instance, but we're talking to our deployed backend. That is the easiest way to get your front end to talk to your backend. Now at this point, I would take this, I would run npm run build, right, to generate that build folder, upload this to the S3 bucket, run the validation.cloudfront, and I'm done. I see people raising hands. Let me make one last. Let me mention one last thing. So you can put this URL in here. The only problem is that if you use this URL, now when we do npm start and we're developing locally on our front end, this will no longer be talking to localhost 3001. So all of my requests are going to be made to my deployed. So even though I'm working on my localhost 3000, even though I'm working on my machine, because I've changed this from localhost 3001 to my deployed backend, now that I've changed this, all of my requests are going to go up to my deployed backend. So I'll have to remember to come back in here. If I want to test my changes against my local backend, I'll have to remember to come back in here and change this back to localhost 3001 if I want to work just on my machine. Does that make sense? You can get more clever with that. There's ways to just have your front end automatically recognize which one it should use. Come to office hours and I'd be happy to talk more about it. Okay, Alba, and I'll switch to you, Doug.
We don't make any changes in the back end at all, right? Everything is in the front end to that point. So we could talk to the back end. There's nothing in the back end that we need to change.
Exactly. The back end has things coming to it. It doesn't need to go out to talk to other things. Actually, it needs to go and talk to the database, but we've already figured that out, right? So good question. Doug?
My question was actually, is there a condition we can check for to decide whether to go local or to the AWS?
There certainly is, and you definitely know a way of doing that. And I would recommend that way. If folks are interested in knowing which backend to pick, feel free to talk to Doug because he has some great coding experience with picking that correctly.
So I remember how we did it with Heroku. We just searched for a string in the URL. Can we do the same thing?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Checking window.location.href and seeing if it contains whatever your deployed website name is would be a fabulous condition.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. With that, I think that's it for the night. I'm going to be here for probably another 22 minutes. So if anybody has any questions that they want to stick around, Kalai, if anybody has questions they want to stick around for, I'll be here to answer them. Otherwise, if you still have stuff that you need help with, I will be more than happy to do one-on-ones. You don't have to do it through Calendly. Feel free to just send me a Slack and I'm happy to do that too. Office hours at 10 on Saturday, which we can use for more capstone or for other things. Other than that, if you don't have anything for me, have a great night and awesome work and great job on your capstones thus far. All right, have a great evening.
Good night.
Kalai and then Jennifer. That works.
I think Jennifer is first before me.
Jennifer, then Kalai.
Thank you. I don't care really. I messaged you and said that my backend is not working. I did not get the CloudFront